So let us understand what is NPSH. NPSH is net positive suction head. This is the full form, net positive suction head, which can further be broadly classified as NPSHA, NPSHR. Okay, to understand NPSH, we need to understand what is NPSHA and what is R. Okay, broadly, if you see, A is available NPSH and R is required. Okay, so if you see in short, suction pressure available should be larger than required one. Okay, if you see the definition, is the absolute pressure at suction head of the pump. Okay, available is actual available suction head, and required is it is the minimum pressure required at suction port of the pump to keep the pump from cavitation. So one is required, minimum required, then available. So if available is more than required, then the system will be working smoothly. Okay. So NPSH calculations are normally done by process team, and they decide the equipment elevation if they are critical. So NPSH is the only criteria which is used by process team to decide the equipment elevations. Sometimes now fluid is traveling from one point to another, and there may change in pressure. If the pipe length is more, there may be change in pressure. So some NPSH problem may be there. If these kind of problems are there in the system, then what are the possible solutions which can be implemented to improve the NPSH? Okay, our main purpose will be to have more available than the required one. Okay, so how we can do that? If there is a problem in NPSH in the system, then it can be done by use of external pressure to feed the pump. We can add additional pump or something by which we can increase the pressure with the use of external pressure, which is not possible in most of the cases. So you may increase the second one is you may increase the low level consideration for NPSH calculation, but that increases the dead level inside. Okay, this is a good solution, but this can be this must be discussed with vendor and process internally to finalize or to implement this kind of solution. Okay, you may elevate the tank or lower the pump elevation. That may not be feasible sometime. This is implemented at some places where we have to increase the equipment, but in that case, other cost is in cost involved. Whichever costs are involved, that may increase. For example, if we are raising the vessel, the foundation cost, concrete cost, and connecting piping length cost, everything increases. So this is not a feasible solution, but if you don't have any option, then we have to do that. Lower the pump elevation. This can be looked into, but we cannot go underground. So these are the options, but we have to implement if we have no other option. You may cut on friction losses on suction pipe by doing the following. Now, if you look at this point, this is a general point which even if we don't have this kind of problem with us, still we can look into these points to get the better layout. Okay, increasing the suction pipe size or by decreasing the length of suction pipe. Layout team must look into this, decrease the length of section pipe. Even we don't have any kind of problem, still we have to go for decreasing the length of section pipe. It should be minimum. So reducing obstruction by reducing elbows. Again, to get the economical design, we have to reduce the number of elbows in the system, but always we have to discuss this thing with stress team so that they get the good stress analysis report. For thicker fluid, heat trace the lines to decrease the viscous losses. Okay, this can be one of the options. Hoses or corroded pipes have higher losses. Consider replacing them with new. Okay, so in the end, we are trying to reduce the friction losses here. Okay, control temperature to ensure vapor pressure does not get high. Okay, we don't want to increase the vapor pressure without any reason, so we can control the temperature to ensure this is not increased. Often equipment's piping handling high vapor pressures are painted with lighter color to avoid sun heating them. Okay, we don't want to increase the temperature or pressure because of sunlight, so we do these kind of things, and we can avoid the raising of vapor pressure. You may also consider reducing the pump rotating speed. Okay, we can reduce the pump rotating speed. This may help fluid fill the tooth cavities more and allow a pump to operate without cavitating. Okay, this is a very good solution to avoid cavitation, but somehow we are reducing the efficiency of the pump. But in case we have to go for this, we this can be a good solution. Okay. So this is all about NPSH and what are the solution to solve the NPSH problem in the system. So we have all these options with us, but we have to get the optimized one after discussion with pump vendor or process team and project team. So we can come up with best solution out of these.
So this is a list of fundas which we have already covered under a 2-minute funda series, where we are trying to cover the topic within 2 minutes. In few cases it is exceeding more than 2 minutes, but we are trying our best to cover it within 2 minutes. Okay, we have recently started this series under the same oil and gas funda knowledge sharing platform. Earlier we had covered our 14 topics along with 62 videos. Okay, now we have covered we have started this series 2-minute funda, and we have added more than 100 videos here. So into altogether we have more than 200 videos now. I'm sure you are watching it under standard and HD format along with the subtitles. Many more are on the way, so stay tuned. I'm sure you are enjoying the videos. So see you in the next part.